Good afternoon to you, Vata and Justin. So it hasn't been cleared whether the England team will continue to participate in the tournament. I know that there have been a number of developments affecting sport since the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. We also know that the English Premier League have suspended matches for the weekend. Justin, what's the very latest?
Yeah, good afternoon, Nandi. We spoke to Moreno this morning from the Sky Hotel Sky, with a lovely view. We've actually decided to get to the ground and actually start seeing what action's been happening. But to your point, Vata, as Nandi mentioned, the Premier League now coming out, suspending their action, including the Monday night match. We haven't heard yet whether the test between England and South Africa will continue. We also have not heard anything from the England rugby team that's here at the Cape Town Stadium for the World Cup. Just your thoughts again, the English Premier League. I mean, how important was it for them to do that exact same as the country is in mourning at the moment?
Big decision, Justin. As you know, that's probably the most lucrative league in world football. But at the same time, one has got to acknowledge what's happened. And I think the whole of the United Kingdom, along with the Commonwealth, again, I in deep mourning with the passing of the Queen. So I understand why any events that are happening within England or the United Kingdom will not go on, because I think they've got to observe this moment of mourning. But then outside of that, unfortunately, an event like this World Cup has got to go on. And it would be sad, but also understandable if England would not play today. But we've heard nothing from World Rugby, so it seems as if they will honour the fixture that they've got. And I think it's the right decision to make for them to continue, because you don't want a mix up in fixtures and teams crying foul about had we played, why would England go through, and so on. And you do rob the tournament of one of the favourite teams, or contenders rather, for the title. So the Rugby World Cup sevens will go on, but fully understandable what's going on in England at the moment.
South Africans are also mourning, and it comes down to load shedding. We've just received notification while we were standing here that the national grid is under severe strain, and we will be moving to stage 3 load shedding until Monday morning at 5 o'clock. The rest of the week, next week, stage 2. We have a world event in our country with international tourists coming here, and we are exposing them to this. Could we have done something as ESCOM to prevent this, or is it really that bad that we can't stay clear of load shedding when we have international tourists in our country?
Justin, it's a drum that has been beaten to nauseam, but it's a fact though that what's happening with ESCOM and now stage 3 load shedding coming out, it's going to deal quite a severe blow, especially to a global event like this one. Yes, we understand that City of Cape Town have put in measures to take in what happens under stage 2, but I don't know what's going to happen under stage 3, and we'll have here from the city. This is an event that runs through from the morning into the evening, and you need electricity. You've got a feed that's going on internationally for the broadcasters. You've got to keep the stadium going. Yes, they've got generators and so on, but this does not bode well, for South Africa and what we want to put out to the world, to say that we are one of the premier sporting destinations around the world. If you can't have a stable power grid, there's no ways that you can attract big sporting events like these ones. We know that the Formula E is coming to Cape Town next year. We've got the T20 Cricket World Cup, Women's World Cup, and the 19 T20 Women's World Cup, with the Netball World Cup. That's also going to be down here in Cape Town. Yeah. So you need a stable electricity grid in order for you to be able to pull off these events, and not just do them for the sake of doing them, but make them as spectacular as all the other global events we've had in this country. So stage 3, hopefully, crossing fingers, won't have an impact on this tournament this weekend, but it's not ideal.
Yeah, having had a word with the mayor of the city of Cape Town, Jordan Hill-Lewis, in the week, he was saying that the city will try, based on the water levels at the Steenbos Dam, which naturally creates, that electricity and that energy. So it's going to be interesting to see if they will be able to exclude, this vicinity as well. Another important note to make before we close off is the Blitzboks will be playing Chile this evening. Having faced Germany in that match, so coming out victors there. So an interesting time. And I remember asking Neil Powell about the fact that how difficult is it now? You don't know who you're going to be playing. Do you prepare for both teams as well? He said, look, that is something that we've had to do. But thankfully, they only play a bit later. They now know who they will be playing, so they can adapt their playing style and hopefully be victorious tonight. Nandi, that's all we have for you for now, at least from the Cape Town Stadium. We'll definitely be back a bit later. Some more action and news, hopefully coming out from the various sectors of sport, not only locally but internationally, where it also affects, the Queen's passing in Britain as well.
All right, thanks, Justin. We're definitely going to be catching up with you again a little bit later on. That was eNCA Sports Editor Vata Ngobeni and reporter Justin Ford joining us from the Cape Town Stadium. All right.